Hello, everyone. Bill Adams, Coldwell Banker Realty, with you again today. Hey, joining me are the gentlemen from the Housekeeping Man, Brandon Mollet, owner, and Phil Gills, partner. The Housekeeping Man does residential, commercial, vacation rental, house cleaning. Welcome, gentlemen. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
All right. Why don't we start by you telling us a bit about your business?
Well, we specialize in residential, commercial, Airbnb, and any of your cleaning needs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we can get anything done from the high roofs of your ceilings down to the baseboards of your house.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So how did you guys get into the business?
Well, I was working 2 jobs and not making ends meet, and I decided that I wasn't being paid fairly enough for my eye of detail, so I decided to take my last paycheck and start the Housekeeping Man.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So in the time that you've been doing this, I'm sure you've run into some interesting situations. Any one particular that's particularly memorable to you?
Well, I had a lady call me and tell me that her fridge was out for over a week and wanted it cleaned, so I showed up and had a turkey explode on me.
Well, you got to tell me more about that.
Yeah.
It was just the other day.
Yeah, just the other day, yep.
The turkey exploded.
Yep, I went to go take it out of the fridge and put it in a garbage bag, and it started hissing and exploded.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'd like to know the chemistry behind that.
Right?
Unfortunately, I wasn't actually available to watch it happen on that one. So.
Okay. That sort of leads right into the next question then. Any particular challenges that you find in your business?
Yeah, some people, they want us to clean with non-cleaning chemicals. Some people have too high of expectations for what they're wanting done.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And then the usual, like your customer acquisition is always a challenge when you're small because you don't have a lot of money for ads and whatnot. So you're trying to hit target areas and trying to do things such as this that help you get your name out there.
Mm-hmm. All right. All right. And I'm sure, as you've already mentioned, there's probably some odd experiences, odd requests, particular odd requests that you might have had?
I had a lady ask me to clean her whole house with hot water. No chemical.
Uh-huh.
And then the lady with the floors that we had to get on our hands and knees and basically dry mop it after we mopped it to make sure there was no smudge.
Uh-huh.
Like it had to be just so. And if you saw the rest of the house, you'd understand why she was that way because the rest of it was just so. But it's not something we're used to having to be on our hands and knees, like, looking like a scene out of Cinderella.
There you go. All right. So tell me a little bit about what motivates you.
Well, I'm physically handicapped. I have cerebral palsy, and I want people to know, even though I have my disability, I'm able to get out there and work every day and provide for my family and let my business grow.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people, whenever I walk in, they would assume that he would be the owner, and then I introduce myself, and they're like, oh, they kind of have a double take.
Yeah.
So, I just want to let people know that, just because you have a disability doesn't mean you can't be prideful.
Mm-hmm.
You're not handicapped, you're handy capable. In his case, handy super capable.
Yeah. We could talk about that probably for days as to the assumptions that people make when they see people, experience people, and how that can be so far off track. It could be actually the opposite.
Oh, yeah. I mean, just the fact that we're 2 guys showing up doing house cleaning in itself is something that people have preconceived notions about.
Yeah, I understand.
I mean, I've had customers where, we've forgotten something and I had to go back out to the car and Phil's in the house cleaning, and the owners are like, wait, is he really doing this? Like, how is he capable of getting on his hands and knees and doing baseboards?
But hey, they always remark that it's awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh,
Never negative feedback about it. Just a little query when you first show up, but then when he puts on his boots and goes to work, I mean.
When the feet hit the street, right?
When the feet hit the street.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm sure your hands are full, 24/7, 365, and running a business and growing a business, but you also have a personal life. What do you do for fun?
Well, every night, me and his family, we live together. We sit down and we binge watch episodes of shows, and I spend the weekends with my kids as much as I can.
Uh-huh.
I don't have them full time, but I try to be there and support them as much as I can.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it certainly sounds like you guys have a good balance between business and personal life, family life, which is so important. I appreciate you guys taking time with us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, folks, if you have a need for housekeeping services, please reach out to Brandon and Phil at the Housekeeping Man. And whether it be for residential, commercial, or vacation rental property, they have full line of services. This is Bill Adams, Realtor, Coldwell Banker Realty. Thanks for being with us today.